Hi guys, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. First of all, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all my new subscribers for joining the channel and leaving your comments and hitting the like button. It's a glorious day today. Tomorrow it'll be summer meantime. The clocks go forward an hour tonight, so you get the idea. It's Saturday today, and I've put a little video together of me, the way I grow me peas in gutters. I'm going to run the sequence of clips with the peas, and then I'll come back later on and we'll recap on what we've done and the reason why we actually do the gutters, do the peas in gutters. So here's the video and we'll be right back afterwards. So you join me on the allotments today, getting ready to put me peas in gutters in. But before we do that, I just want to show you the gutters themselves that I'm going to be using and tell you a little bit more about how I do it and the reason why I do it. Now you can see we've got these end caps here. They just clip onto the gutters, and that stops the water and the compost from falling out. You also notice inside these, I don't know if the light's bright enough for you to see, but they're smooth. There's no drainage holes in here, and the reason why I don't put drainage holes is because the roots will find their way through into the holes, and then when you come to try and slide them out, you won't be able to move them. They just stick. So that's why we don't put any holes in the drainage holes in them. You don't really need them if you water them correctly, like. And well, as you notice, we've got them here. This is where we've got them. We've got them in one of my beds. This is my bed. One of the front beds. Every one of my beds are identical. All the beds on the allotments are 13 foot by 6.5 foot, or well, there's the 78 inches wide. Okay, 78 inches wide. I think they're 156 inches long. The gutters themselves are slightly smaller. They're 2 inches smaller, so they're 76 inches long, these gutters. And what we're going to do, we're going to be sowing some seeds in a moment. I'll show you the seeds we're going to sow. But when you come to tipping them out, what you do, you take the end cap off here and you turn it to about, I don't know how many degrees that is. It's probably about 5 degrees. And what you do, you wiggle it like this along, and as you're wiggling it, the actual the peas will slide out. And what I do is I use another one of these here to make a gutter, make a hollow in the ground. So as you're wiggling it out into the hollow, it just comes level with the ground. And then what I do then is slide a frame up to it, and away they go. So let me now take you and show you the two varieties of peas I'm going to be growing this year. So these are the peas we're going to be growing this year in the gutters. Now on the left hand side you've got these peas are a main crop called Ambassador, and yeah, they're a very nice pea. And again on the right hand side we've got Hurst main green shaft. I think they're the most common of the peas which allotmenters grow each year. The seeds are by Johnson's. This will be the last year these will be viable, I would imagine. So we're going to see if we can get them started in the gutters now, and if we don't, we've got plenty more peas to try anyway. But yeah, these are the two varieties I'm going to be growing this year. So with that, I'm going to set the gutters up now and put the compost in, and we'll be right back. Hi guys. Well, I'm going to be using this potting compost. Well, it's a seed sowing and cuttings compost. It's called Ambassador. I'm going to be using it to put in these gutters, and that's what I'm going to sow the seeds in. The reason why I've got the gutters in this bed is because I'm going to put the compost in, and I'm going to give them a good soaking with water, and then we'll get them on the table over here. So I've got more compost over here, so we'll get them on the table, and then I'll show you what we do from there. But yeah, I'm just going to sow some of this, put some of this into the gutters here.
So all I'm going to do now, like I said, I've just got a thin layer of this potting compost into the gutters. I'm going to soak it now. I'm going to take it over to the table and I'll show you me sowing them. And so let's crack on. So that's the compost drenched. Now I'm going to sow the seeds into it, and hopefully we'll get some good germination. So I'm just going to lift these onto the table now, and then we can have at it. So believe it or not, the namesake of the compost is the also namesake of these peas, Ambassador. So we're going to put these Ambassador peas into the gutter here now. Handful of seeds. What people tend to do, they put them in about an inch apart in a you go along a line like this, very methodical. So you see the pattern I'm creating here, figure of 5. Now you can see this is the pattern that we've gone with. You go every, it's like multiples of 5 right down the gutter. Now that's what people normally go with. So I've just shown you this method. Let's take it off its stand here and I can show you a bit closer look. So as you can see, this is one of the patterns that people put the gutters in, put the peas in the gutters. And as you see, that's what I've done here. But it ain't what I'm going to finish off with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the peas in, so it's just a matter of sprinkling them in. Well, this is one of the ways that people put the peas in the gutters. The other way is just to spread them all the way along. Just roll them out, throw them into the gutter. More the merrier. So here we go. This is me making a mess of what we've done. And it's just basically all the way along. A bit more there. That's it. Now all the peas are in the gutter. It's just a matter of topping it off with some compost. And there's another trick: when you're putting the compost in, you don't put it so it's up to the the level that you want it, so it's just below, because when the seeds start to germinate, they'll push the soil, and you find the soil being pushed over the top of the actual gutters. So just below, I'll show you me doing that now. So I've just got to set the camera back up on its stand. But as you can see, we just chucked all these in here, no particular fashion. There you go. That's where they are. That's where we're at the moment. So there we go, there's the first one. I'm just going to gently pat it down. You can probably see we're actually lower than the top of the gutter. What will happen as these seeds start to germinate and you get all the roots, they'll push this soil up, and that's the last thing you want to do. So anyway, we will be watering this one again in a moment, and I will be sticking the label in just so we know what they are, and then we'll stick them in the greenhouse for the time being over the top of the potato buckets. So that's the first one, so we're going to do the second one now. So we're going to be doing this green shaft now, and I'm going to be using the old packet, and like I said, there's no faffing about here when I come to do these. We just tip the old packet into the gutter, spread them about. So all I need to do now is sprinkle some compost over the top. So there you go, folks, that's it, they're all sowed, covered over with the soil, and you can just see there the soil just comes below the gutter, so when the roots start to swell out, it all comes level here. The only one more thing to do, and that's to give it another quick watering. So and that's all you need to do. Stick the labels in. There we go. Labels are in. We'll stick them in the greenhouse now and we'll forget about them. In about 4 or 5 days you might be able to see 1 or 2 of them start coming up. We'll probably end up putting a bit of a fleece over the top of them later the next month, just in case there's any frost, but as you can see, it's simple as that when you're sowing your peas, guys. So we shoved these peas in gutters in the greenhouse, and on the top of these potato buckets, I just had a nosy in the buckets here. Now look, guys, when did we put these in? It's a date on them, 18th. So what's the date today? It's the 30th today. So 12 days, and they're actually, well, look, they're all up. Here, I don't know if you can see inside there. There we go. Any over there? No, these ones ain't up yet, but these ones are. So there's a result. But anyway, they're the ambassador, and they're the Hurst green shaft. So we'll keep an eye on them. If the nights get colder, what we'll do, we'll put fleece over these just to protect them. But you can see clearer now. You see how I've not gone right to the very top with the gutters with the compost. If you do that, what happens is, as I was saying there, the roots, when they start to spread out, they'll force this soil up, and there's just enough space there for it to come to the top without spilling out all over everywhere. So there you go, all done. So there you go, they're all done and dusted. They're in the greenhouse now. They'll stay there for, the 2 gutters will stay in the greenhouse for about 4 or 5 weeks. They'll probably get to about 6 to 8 inches high, and we'll take them out. We've actually got a frame which is the same width as the beds, and we stick that across. Then what we do is we put the gutters against in fact we put the gutters in first, then move the frame to the gutters, and again, the gutters are at the same width as the beds, as I was showing you there in the video. And as you know, the reason why I don't put holes for drainage in the gutters, because I want the peas to slide out, and the best way to make them slide out is obviously no drainage holes, and just before you're going to water them, give them a good soaking, real good soaking,
and then they'll just slide out the gutters. I'll show you me doing that again when they're ready for say putting outside. Yeah, the Hurst green shaft, we grow them every year, but the new ones what we're growing this year, the Ambassador, I thought we'd give them a go, and would you believe it? It's funny how things turn out. But the compost we were using is called Ambassador, so not to be confused with the compost, but that's the name of the peas as well. Hopefully we'll get them out probably about 4 or 5 weeks time, maybe even sooner. They don't take long to grow, especially in the greenhouse. With it coming up to April now, we're going to get a few nights of frost, so I've actually got some fleece to cover over the top of them, and you know, just to stop them from getting frostbitten. So that's it really. The next time you'll see these is when they're coming outside, and we're putting them into the beds, and I can put them in any one of my beds on the allotments. As I was saying, all the beds are the same size as the gutters, and again the trellis that we use is the same size as the gutters as well. So I'm not too sure which bed I'll be putting it in, but when we do come to put it in, it'll be a piece of cake. So that's it, that's how I sow mine. It's just the reason why I do it is because I've always sow them directly into the ground. The field mice and what have you would just eat a lot of the peas up, which they've done for years, and that's why we do them in gutters. I don't know, is that the reason you do yours in gutters? Do you sow them in the ground, directly in the ground? Like I say, the problem we've got is we've got a lot of field mice, and they're quite partial to a pea. So there you go. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and see you real soon. Don't forget to put your clocks forward tonight. Be seeing you.